anabolic steroids. What are steroids? So anabolic steroids recently mentioned in the news. These steroids are taken by the Olympians for increasing their performance during the Olympics. And so there was a recent ban during the dope test of these steroids by the Olympic Federation of World. Okay. So in this case, first we will see the question and then we will move on to the hair topic. What is the steroids all? With reference to the steroids, consider the following statements. Anabolic steroids are essentially lab-made versions of the male hormone testosterone. Second, steroids are mainly used for treating autoimmune disorders. Answer is C here. C, both statements are correct here. Okay, so let's see about the anabolic steroids and the prescription steroids के बारे में हम देखेंगे. Okay, anabolic steroids. Anabolic steroids are just the lab-made version. We can say artificially we are generating the steroids. You are seeing some bodybuilders are making the body taking the steroids, and these steroids affecting your hormonal system in the body. If you see some of are using the steroids for the longer time, there is a facial expression change ho jata hai. Also the size of the body is also changed. Hormone releasing in the body is also changed. Level of the testosterone is also affected in the body. So these are the anabolic steroids in the body. Even in the female also. If the females is also increasing the intake of the steroids, there can be the male-like features there. Male-like features, the mustache, ajana, hairy growth on the body. So these are the side effects in the female. And there is something we can known as the gynecomastia. Gynecomastia. When male take these steroids in a higher amount, so there is a like a breast-like structure in the male also. So this term is known as the gynecomastia. So this is the side effect of the steroids in the male and the female. These are the essentially lab-made version of the male hormones, testosterones, and have a similar effect of increasing muscle mass as the natural hormone does. So natural hormones, we can say testosterone is also a natural hormone, estrogen is a natural hormone that are present in the body, also having the play a role in the growth of the body. So how they are different from the prescription steroids? Prescription steroids, which are suggested by the doctors on their sleep regarding any disorder in the body. Like during the COVID time, most of the doctors prescribe the steroids because they are directly impacting the body and treat the disease very early, on an early stage. During the corona time, when a patient is not responding to any other drug, patient was not responding to the most of the drugs. In that case, the doctor was starting the steroids. So we can say this is the last medication drug in the body when the body is not responding to any other drugs in the present in the country. So in that case, these steroids making the body acceptable to the various disease also. If we are taking in the larger amount, so our body can accept the more disease because our immune system weak ho jata hai is case mein. So if you see those who are prescribed with the higher steroids, there is a white fungus, black fungus disease after the COVID. Those people who are intake was very high of the steroids, so there is a higher chance of accepting of the disease, various disease. And in that case also, if the person is in the hospital, in that case, because the hospital environment carrying many bacterial pathogen, viral pathogen, so the body of the human is become the easily susceptible after taking the steroids of the various diseases. So okay. So medicines की case में there are the type, we can say the corticosteroids. Corticosteroids. These are released by the cortisol in the body. Cortisol. Okay. So you just need to know what is the difference between the anabolic steroids and the corticosteroids. Corticosteroids, these are released by the body inside the body, but these anabolic steroids are making outside the body, like some of the vitamins we are taking outside the body because body is not making them. But in that case, we are taking the steroids because we need to improve our performance in some games. We need to show our body as a bodybuilding materials. Anybody having the lack of production of testosterone in the case of male, lack of production of the estrogen in the case of the female. So in that case, the doctor prescribes the steroids to the person there. So these medicines are called the corticosteroids and are lab-made molecule that mimic the action of the cortisol, which control the body stress response, metabolism, and the inflammation that comes under the anabolic steroids. Corticosteroids inside the body, they are used for the inflammation, for the stress response, for the metabolism. If to controlling these we are taking the steroid from the outside the body, these are known as the anabolic steroid there. Okay. So like a dope test, में mainly steroids का ही check होता है. Whenever we see in a time of the Commonwealth Games, in the time of the Olympics, there is a authority which are checking for the dope test. They are checking for the steroids level in the body. If you are on the intake of the steroids within the 24-36 hours, they will show you have the intake of the body even before the 72 hours also. Now there are tests available within the 24 to 72 hours. If you are on the steroids, they will reject or they will drop out from the games. So ऐसा ban अभी recent में हुआ था. So this topic become the important. This can be used for the like doctors to have the gain weight after a severe illness injury. Elderly to build the muscle mass. Bodybuilders आपको दिख जाएंगे आसपास के एरिया में. And also the person having the low level of the testosterone. And also they are like a chalne ka tarika badal jata hai. If you see this type of, so these are also used in these one. So we need to see what are the major impact on the male and what are the major impact on the female as we discuss. In the male cause the acne and the hair fall. Most of the bodybuilders के बाल नहीं होते, आप देखोगे भी. And misuse of the substance can also lead to the gynecomastia, growth of the breast in the male. In case of female, there is a facial hair, increase in the anger, increase in the paranoia, and the impaired judgment also. So these are the side effects of the steroids in the female as well. So there was a question in 2019, I think, related to disease, hepatitis. There was a question on hepatitis. So this type of the question, or how the steroids impacted the body, or maybe steroids body treatment में कैसे help कर सकते हैं, and how the body is susceptible to the other disease. In the case of AIDS, we can see. In the case of AIDS, it's not the AIDS which kill the body. It's the other disease, because our immune system weak हो जाता है उस केस में. Weakness of immune system की वजह से our body is susceptible to the many other diseases as well. So there is an issue there.